Today ladies wash abema wasaya fresh na ehwate na de wom ne se ubunsa unyusu ubunsa wia ebeyin kabon ni nefu wase wasikeke ni na bejai tie mi o me se wasikeke ni na be free ho so muje.
Today Lady Care Capsules, any Today Ladies Wash. Sao Pedudu Etua, New Generation Herbal Home. And now from Ahoma True for Iso 033-706-0000. Today Lady Care Capsules,
any Today Ladies Wash.
Oh baby,
This is Paul's Fitness Club. We are located at the ground floor of the Lizzie Sports Complex, East Legon. And we also have other branches at the World Trade Center and Kumasi Golden Tulip. At Paul's Fitness Gym, we have the best quality and durable gym equipment. A place with a very clean and serene environment. Our services include setting up domestic and commercial gyms, supply, installation and servicing of quality gym equipment, the construction of sports complexes, tennis ball courts, volleyball courts and swimming pools. We offer fitness classes inclusive of that at taekwondo and ballet for kids. We also deal in consultancy services. Call us on 0302-519-675 or 0542-018598. Pulse Fitness at the heart of fitness.
Apostle Film Production Nina 2 TV akabom the series Stronkubi Bro ye friend Compound House. Compound House efficacy and nipa timba bro ha. Just see ba me so me pull rough kabi chama da lie. That's how no be me. What did you say? Jesus. Apostle be ready be kan wani. Ya ye sa ponche. Shut up. Ya na ye sem come person be jedi. Kan jidi. Makasa so da ebone. Won so kwa obeso. Hey. De obi ye bia obi hunu mu bi. Efie ya sofo tim bi. Akonfo tim, adunsifo tim, wo mu aware, wo mu enware ye no odi won suje di won kwi. Wo mu e wo mane won enima. Efie mu bayire. De obi ye bia obi hunu mu bi.
O ne me na. Never feel me.
What is me ya shawe ni ana?
Compound
House, enya seneke to a series e shase one 2 TV so mimini de bia enwumre non so pam kosi no nwotwe every Saturday 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. na dwumadie ye de abrel hwe na 2 TV so akuku dam ya wo series mu bi eye Lewin Bishop Bernard Nyako a kire bruwa ya dabo Freda Mugi Benedict Agafa Colleague, a German socialite, SK, Samuel Frimpong, any Pierre Kekahon, Nasha Lewin.
It does not tell me. I think like be 10 seconds.
Hey, one of the Fiorana instructions, the doors, ye betia dinin asuni, Compound House, ye, efficacy mutina ye. Compound House, seriously, a young walk catch that would offer a one should be on net 2 TV so I de net 2 TV beyond the limit.
Welcome to the dialogue. My name is Abidianim and this is Net2 TV. We'll be streaming this show live on our Facebook wall at Net2 TV GH. You can also follow us on our Instagram, Twitter handle, same at Net2 TV GH. And then later after the show, we'll upload our videos onto our YouTube handles, Net2 TV GH, so you can watch it over and over and over again I'm loving this week already. I hope you had a splendid weekend and it was quite relaxing. Just a little tense yesterday with the match between France and Croatia. But yeah, my team lost, but I had fun. We had a good lot of fun last night at some fun parks and some game centers all around town. Well, we're bringing you today the man who has most questions to your health, ambulance, nurses issues all around town, Dr. Nsiah-Asare. He's the Director General for Ghana Health Service, or Ghana Health Service here. And so we'll be answering a lot of questions. Over the time, people have been asking questions. We go through our newspaper headlines like we always do, and then allow you to come in with your phone in and probably wrap up from there. We read some of your questions and comments on our Facebook walls and our social media handles, and then bring you a few tidbits around town. My quote this morning is from Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is a naturalist, he's an ecologist, and I think he's also a geologist. He has contributed to the science of evolution in England. But what he's saying is that if a man does waste 1 hour of his time, then that man hasn't come to realize the value of life. So if you can waste an hour of your time, then Charles Darwin is saying this morning that you haven't come to full realization of what life means. You shouldn't waste time, not on anything, not on anybody. Life or time should be much precious and much cherished. Well, I'm sure those who enjoyed Who Watches the Watchman in Kumasi, on last Friday would start calling in to tell us now the experience with the Who Watches the Watchman. Kumasi is done. We thank you. We love you all guys from Kumasi. Joe, Ajako, Abronye, and all you guys were really helpful. And the team in Kumasi, Ash FM, we thank you all guys for being part of the Who Watches the Watchman in Kumasi. I'm just quickly going to go through our newspaper headlines this morning. It's been a good weekend and we have a lot going on during the weekend. But I'm starting with the Ghanaian Times. And the front page of the Ghanaian Times says, prepare for free SHS graduates. That is a really, really good call from the Otumfo to the second Asante Hine. He's saying, prepare for the free SHS graduates. It is so true because now we have a lot of high intake for SHS students, and then 2 million students to be equipped with entrepreneurial skills within 5 years. That's Dr. Awal. He's the Minister for Business Development. 37 military hospital pathology lab becomes West Africa's #1 ISO accredited lab. We thank God, but we really hope it transforms into the lives of people. Oh my goodness. Well, the back page of the Ghanaian Times has the celebration right there. France, our world champions, beat Croatia 4-2 to win trophy for second time. And some of the videos they were circulating over the weekend. Oh, I love those guys running on the streets. I can't say much about that, but it was wonderful. Well, probably. And then the front page of the Daily Statesman had 11 NDC MPs face prosecution for stealing, in quotes, double pay. Well, can we say it was stealing? Some are saying they didn't know about it. Some also were giving some other excuses. But, I mean, the names are Ama Kofi Bua, former Energy Minister, Neil Ante van der Poel, former Sports Minister, Fifi Kwete, former Transport Minister, Ni Lai Afote-Agbo, former Greater Accra Regional Minister. And some of these names are supposed to be quite credible and people with some high integrity. Some also you can really go like, so yeah. Speak up against injustice. Rawlings charges African leaders. So ex-President Jerry John Rawlings is saying now we should speak up against injustice. Well, I think it's a good call and we must all adhere to that. On the front page of the Daily Guide, we have fear grips local banks or local bank owners. And then how Charlotte Osei was nailed. And I think it's coming in phases. This is one, so it means there should be some other ones following up. So I know Ghanaians and their movie style of writing or producing stuff, part 1, part 2, part 3. We should just get done with it and get it out of our way. If she will be reinstated, fine. She's gone for good, let her rest. The New Crusading Guide has on the front page, government bans fishing. So between August 7th and September 4th, the Minister for Fishery is saying that government will ban fishing, and so, but Omo Festival won't be affected. But then more food goes with a lot of fish. So if you're banning fishes, I don't know, we're fishing, I don't know. But yeah, 1 million jobs agenda is not a fallacy. Well, we pray that comes to life. On the front page of the Chronicle, we have massive raid on pension fund. Death ghost swallows 517,005 Ghana cedis monthly. 517,005 monthly dues. Okay. Police grabs Akachi terror. Oh. Well, Hanabisio leads NDC demo to Kolebu. And then we have France world champion. J.H. Mensah, the doyen of economics, lies cold. Okay. I'm going to the front page of the Daily Graphic, and it has the Otumfuo dressed in his regalia. Prepare for graduates from free SHS, Asantehene tells government. Fishing season closed August 7th, and I think it's a good call to get the fishes to reproduce and get more in our oceans. Anxiety builds over budget review. Finance Minister says mid-year package good. Well, we're yet to hear that in Parliament. Well, that's what's happening on the front pages of our newspapers this morning, and you can grab a copy and read the details. But yes, we have here Dr. Nsiah-Asare. He's the Director General for the Ghana Health Service. He'll be answering a few questions, and we'll look at happenings in town and also some of the banner headline stories on our newspapers. I'm sure those who enjoyed the Who Watches the Watchman, Ejako always say, who watches the Watchman. Now he's not going to bother us again because the story is clear. If you're coming into equity without a clean hands, what then happens? Ghanaians can be the best judge. And we are bringing you Compound House. I watched it again on Saturday. If you're not watching Compound House, then you're missing it. Near me, person can say Compound House. Sinifu fra Net2 TV ne Apostle Production Deba. Oh, Shebia, nature say you're missing out. Nature say, oh, Shebi. 7:30 pe Tana TV ne Chifatu Net2 TV. Nature Compound House. O person say na umfini na Juguma Compound House. And yeah, day bro. I think so. Dependable Herbal Home at the Today Man Capsule. Bro, or see Today Man Capsule. If you want to enhance urine flow in men and you want to be very strong in bed, so you have to get Today Man Capsule. It will help you. And they have the Today Laxative Capsule that takes care of phlegms and waist pains, piles in your body. And they have the Today Lady Wash that also takes care of your candiditis, and also it puts your menstrual cycle in check. And then the Today Lady Care Capsule also helps you getting rid of your system, it freshens your system up. You can get one from the Dependable Herbal Home, the Medina New Road at Medina Rolling Circle area. Also, they are opposite Datus International School at Kaswa, or Repage Ventures, King's Walk Herbal, Lokanshi or Baywatch at Medina, opposite Doku Clinic. And you can call them on 027-222-0222, 027-222-0222. Morgan Antibacterial Soap is bringing you this product that will help your skin get back in one shape. I'm sure McKenna is working a lot on the sun in Ghana, and so she'll need one Morgan Antibacterial Soap to make sure she gets back to the US in one piece with the same skin without any problems. Yes, first time in Ghana, certainly you'll go through the hard sign-out. So you need one. Get to Royal Dutch Pharmaceuticals in Adabraka or any of their distributors, Durham Pharmacy in Sunyani and Kumasi, and then Interpharma Limited in Koforidia. You can also call them on 0262 469-252, 0262 469-252, and then grab one. We're taking a quick break. When we come back, Dr. Nsiah-Asare is already seated, glancing through the newspapers. He'll be answering a few questions about nurses payments, restoring of allowances, posting, financial clearance, ambulance services, everything you need to know. He gave us his word and he's honored it. We feel really, really honored to have him here. We'll be right back after this break.
Na 2TV akabom the series Sronkubi Bro. Your friend Compound House. Compound House. If Efficacy and nipa timba bro ha.
Just see. Kabi chama da lie. That's how no be woman. What did you Jesus. Apostle be ready back on ya ya sa ponche. Shut up. Ya na yesem come person be jedi. Kanjidi.
Makasi masu da ebone.
Won so kwa obe so.
De obi ye bia obi hunu mu bi. Efie ya sofo tim bi. Akonfo tim, adunsifo tim, wo mu aware, wo mu enware ye no odi won suje di won kwi. Wo mu e wo mane won anima. Efie mu bayire. De obi ye bia obi hunu mu bi.
Wo ne me na. Never feel me. What is me ya shawo ni ana?
Compound House, enya seneketwa series e hyase won na 2 TV so mimini da bia enwumre non so mpam kosi no nwotwe every Saturday 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. na dwumadie ye de abrɛw hwe na 2 TV so akuku dam ya wo series mu bi eye Lewin Bishop Bernard Nyako a kyerɛ bruwa ya dabo Freda Mugi Benedict Agafa colleague ejamanu so shalai SK Samuel Frimpong any pia keka ho na Lewin
It does not tell me. Ati will like be 10 seconds.
Hey, one na ye fiewura na instructions ne dos ye betimi adi ni nyina so ni Compound House ye efficacy mutina ye ya Compound House series eye anu waka kire wo dofo se won hwe bi na 2 TV so ayede 2 TV beyond the limit.
Welcome back to the dialogue. I told you there's been a lot of conversation going on at the back of the screen. Me and a doctor were having some chit-chat here and there. But Doc, welcome to the dialogue.
Thank you.
I like your jacket. Your suit looks very sleek with your tie and the breast kerchief. I'm missing my tie and breast kerchief, probably. I probably should take after. And the crest, I never get a crest. I see everybody has one.
Oh,
I think it's a sign of some authority and probably being proud of being a Ghanaian.
Yes, I'm a proud Ghanaian.
I see. Doc, I'm personally so excited having you today on the show.
Thank you.
Ghana Health Service. What's happening there? Tell us a little bit.
Okay, thank you very much. Ghana Health Service, a lot of things are happening in Ghana Health Service. I think what is happening now in Ghana is that everybody thinks that the whole of Ghana is Accra. Accra is just...
That is somehow true.
Yeah.
People think...
Yeah, people think that everything which is happening in Accra...
In Accra is happening everywhere in the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
But Accra is not Ghana.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who live outside Accra and Greater Accra for that matter. I'm sure you asked me about no-bird syndrome.
I will.
I don't believe no-bird syndrome is in Tamale. No-bird syndrome is Takoradi.
That is true.
No-bird syndrome is in Sunyani. No-bird syndrome in Cape Coast or Ho. Or no-bird syndrome in Karachi. And Kwantanov. In all the other district capitals and the other regions. No-bird syndrome has been... It's chronic. It's a chronic issue which has been in Accra, especially Accra metropolis. The reason being that Accra metropolis has a lot of people. The population in Accra is very large.
Yeah, more or less congested.
And if you talk about no bed, you see, we have to distinguish between no bed in the emergency room and the no beds in the main ward. You see, when a patient comes in as emergency, and I want to make it categorically clear here that I've said it, that under no circumstance should any patient
be turned away.
Any patient should be turned away when the patient comes to emergency. When a patient walks into an emergency room or is driven by with a car to an emergency room or by an ambulance, the first thing that anybody who is at the emergency is supposed to do is to do what you call sort out. Sort the patient out. It's very simple. It's just like when you go to...
Just as the name goes, sorting out.
It's like you go to bank.
Yeah.
You know, the bank, they will put the 50 cedis notes separately. They put 20 cedis, 10 cedis, 2 cedis, and then 1 cedi. And you realize that even if the wind is blowing and you blow some of the 1 cedi notes away,
they don't really
care much. But what they care is when the 50 cedis start blowing.
Because that's a lot bundled together.
So it's the same analogy.
Okay.
So we we do what we call sorting out, or in the medical parlance, we call it triaging.
Triaging.
The international standard for triaging.
Okay.
So you try somebody is green.
Okay.
Green means that he has a problem, but it's not a problem that should be sorted
to some others.
Kept at the emergency room. So he sorted out quickly, and each other has to go and see the doctor the following day, or go to the polyclinic where they see normal patients.
Okay.
They have orange. Orange means that he needs some emergency care, but it's not as critical as red. When somebody comes here and is triaged red, it means that the patient has a problem, and quickly, either the patient goes to the theater, or the patient goes to the intensive care unit, or even at the red zone, you can also do what you call high dependency. You can take over the respiration and everything, intubate the patient, and take care of the patient.
Okay.
And emergency rooms where things work, and emergency works properly, nobody is supposed to stay there for more than 24 hours in most cases. The best place that I've seen emergency working very well is in Israel.
Wow.
No patient stays in Israeli emergency room where I went for more than 6 hours. The in charge, or the doctor in charge, is sitting down looking at a screen and make sure that he knows the time any patient walks in. So if the patient is lying down there for a long time, he goes down and go and ask why, because that is the person's performance targets. He at the end of it all, he's assessed by the performance, and that's what you should start doing in Ghana. So if you keep an emergency patient in an emergency room till the time that the patient starts eating kinky and banku on the
then the patient has exceeded.
Then the patient has exceeded his stay or her stay in the emergency room. So it doesn't make the emergency bed, which is, I always say, is a very expensive bed, an expensive bed.
Oh, okay.
It will not be available for you and for me, because emergency happens to anybody. It doesn't discriminate between politicians. It doesn't discriminate between the rich and the poor. So when you are in a car, you have an accident, nobody cares who you are. You are bundled into other animals.
Yes, at the moment, it's a life they want to save.
So if they send you to the emergency room, and somebody has been lying on the emergency bed unnecessarily
eating banku and kinky.
Eating banku and kinky, it means he's denying that person of emergency bed.
So we, Doc, let's take this in short stripes. We as patients can, in one way or the other, cause bed shortage.
Not patients causing bed shortage. It's the management of the people.
The facility.
The facility is causing bed shortage.
The bed shortage, okay.
Because emergency units are managed by people who are being asked to manage the place. So if you manage the place and you don't manage the beds efficiently, then there's a problem. And the problem is that you are now preventing somebody who may need that bed for emergency services not to use the bed. That's one thing. Secondly, in case of emergency, in case of mass casualty, we even manage patients on the field, in the football park. God forbid, if there's an emergency in Ghana now, for example, when the May 9th disaster came, if doctors and paramedics are called, they manage the patient on the open field. No matter where the patient is, even in the mud, you can manage the patient there. The most important thing is to make the patient safe and then send the patient to the next place. So if you have a hospital where the average length of stay, that's one of the performance targets that you use for any hospital. If you want to know
what would be the average length of stay? The average
length of stay in the emergency ward is more than 1 week. It's more than 3 days. Then there's something wrong.
Okay.
So the hospital management and the hospital in charges have to sit down and find out why patients are delaying unnecessarily at emergency wards. What we have done is that in Ghana Health Service, we take care of most of the hospitals in the regions and the districts and the sub-districts. We have said that CHIP centers, which is a basic healthcare system in the system, should have an emergency unit. It's an emergency place. So somebody goes there, maybe he has a small cut or the child is convulsing, they rush the child to the nearest place. He's tepid sponge or he's cooled, giving some medications to cool the temperature down so that the child doesn't continuously be convulsing. And then he prepared the patients and moved the patient to the next place. That is the first thing you have to do. We are also trying to, which is my vision, that we want to use information communication technology to improve the services. You have a similar service which means that whoever is at the lowest level has to be supported by the higher level.
Okay.
Either through text messaging, just WhatsApp messaging, or through teleconsultation.
Okay.
We have our 6 teleconsultation centers in Ghana, which we are hoping that by the end of the year, all the regions will have teleconsultation centers.
Okay.
Where doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and the rest sit in front of a console.
Okay.
And
they can respond to some of this.
Respond to some of the calls.
Okay.
And then even advise that, oh, the child is convulsing.
What should I do next?
Have you done a TEPI sponging? If you have done TEPI sponging, have you inserted a suppository paracetamol so that the child's temperature comes down? If you haven't done it, do it. How is the condition?
So over the phone, they can direct you the few steps first aid, more or less,
that you should do
to help you.
And ideally, to have a proper emergency services in the country, pre-hospital care is very important. That is transport, hospital transport. How do you transport our patients from the lowest level, which is CHIP centers, from the health centers, from the district hospitals, to the higher centers? So we have to look at our ambulance services. If you realize and you remember, ambulance service started in Ghana after the May 9th disaster.
Yeah.
So in 2004, we have ambulance service in the country. But the problem is that if you have an ambulance service, ambulances are vehicles which are fitted with life-saving devices. You can even do minor surgery or minor operation in the ambulance.
Yeah.
And then once you are moving the patient, there should be communication system. You'll be talking to the hospital that you are going.
The closest facility.
The closest facility. And when ambulance picks somebody, all what you have to do, where things work properly, you call the next hospital where you are going to. I'm bringing patient so and so, his age is this and this and this and this.
You give the
road traffic accident and everything, and he's stable. I've intubated, or there's a drip running, there's this thing running, so please get ready, we'll be there in the next 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes is there.
And they're prepared for you to take it up to the next level.
Where I train, I'm a surgeon. Where I train as a surgeon, we'll be standing in front of the ambulance bay and receive
ready
the
to
patient.
receive the patient.
Everybody is there. The traumatologist is there, the surgeon is there, the anesthetist is there, even the radiologist is also there. And everybody will be taking care. By the time we realize, within 5 minutes, the patient has been sorted out, and then he goes to where he's supposed to go. And then X-rays and everything is done quickly, and the patient is taken to theater. So you don't see any patient lying down. If you see any patient lying down in the emergency ward, then it means the patient is being observed. So we have 24-hour observation. And then after 24 hours, either the patient goes home, goes to the ward, goes to the theater, or unfortunately, if the patient is too bad, he may end up maybe in the mortuary.
Okay.
That's what is done. But if you have a place, I agree. In Accra, we don't have a well-built ambulance emergency center like we have in Komfo-Anokye.
Yeah.
But Kolebu has some emergency beds.
Yeah.
Ridge has emergency beds, but all the hospitals in Accra Metropolis have emergency beds. And I find it difficult that a patient gets up and then is sent to any place, and then the person who is standing outside telling the patient's relatives that there's no bed. Sometimes I say, if when an ambulance goes there, sometimes the ambulance the patient will be in the ambulance for a long time
before they receive
the patient. It's not even the person who's supposed to say there's no bed. If you want to declare there's no bed in any hospital, it's supposed to be done by the management of the hospital. Not
an individual who is just working, a nurse or probably...
Not a nurse. Even if a nurse
a nurse assistant.
He should have been given the directives.
By the management.
That's the reason why, as a Director General of Ghana Health Service, when the no bed syndrome came, I wrote a letter around.
Yeah.
The letter I wrote, even it has been written before by my predecessor.
Okay.
That under no circumstance, and I repeat here, under no circumstance should any emergency patient brought to an emergency unit and then you tell the patient that there's no bed, so you should go away. At least sort the patient out. At least start something. Make the patient safe, and then you can then call. You are supposed to get a hospital for the patient. So that whoever is there should be able to arrange that there's no bed in Kolebu, there's no bed in Ridge, there's no bed, but there may be bed in Dodowa.
So then they make it easy for them.
They make it easy for them.
Instead of like the case of the old man going to about 4 or 5 hospitals.
And you realize that those who were saying there was no bed, for example, when you went to Snate Hospital, it was a security man standing at the gate. He has no locus whatsoever to say there's no bed in the hospital, even for private hospital. You know, the first place he went is private hospital.
Yes.
Was there no bed or no bed in the private hospital?
There should
we have
be
done
beds.
Investigation.
There should be beds.
So you should accept the patient, do the first aid that you call it, or let the patient go through a system. You do documentation in our health practice. Everything is paper. You put down the patient's name is this, the age is this, he came in with a temperature of this, a BP is this, pulse is this. Then you write it down, and ideally, you take a phone and call. But the problem I've realized in Accra, Accra Metropolis, which we were doing very well in Komfo-Anokye when we were there. Komfo-Anokye, we have all the telephone numbers of all the hospitals. We have, the hospitals also have all the telephone numbers and the clinic days of all the specialist clinics in the hospital. So that if anybody has been sorted out an emergency room and he's not red, he's not orange, but maybe he's green,
they know where to direct
a specialist care. You say that, oh, Thursday, 19th of July, go to Dr. Nsiah-Asare's clinic. He runs a clinic, maybe a hypertensive clinic. Go there at 2 o'clock. So the patient goes there. Even normally, you can also do it by appointment.
Yeah.
So in the hospital, you just go on the net
and make the appointment.
Make the appointment that not even 2 o'clock, but he runs the clinic between 2 and 6. So if you go there at 4:30, because when you run, you meet him. A patient don't come and clog up also at the OP.
Doc, before we go on, it's obvious that some hospitals or some facilities have really not been obeying this directive. I mean, after you gave that directive, we've really not had any incident of patients being turned away. I mean, for now. But what measures, I asked the last time, are you putting in place or have you put in place to check that people follow this directive to the latter?
You see, when we did the investigations, we realized that we have a lot of guidelines. In fact, I haven't touched on other things. We have referral guidelines. We have emergency management guidelines. We have pre-hospital care guidelines. But what the important is that people, we do the guidelines, people don't follow it. It's monitoring. So we have put in place what you call supportive supervision. So that people go to these areas, go to the districts, go to the CHIP centers, go to the health centers, district hospitals and regional hospitals, and make sure that people are doing what they are supposed to do and do it with them, and teach them. So this is one thing that we are doing. We have also sent letters around that every medical superintendent or the hospital management should take full responsibility of the hospitals and make sure that if you want to declare that there are no beds in your hospital, it should pass through a system. You should let even the Director General of Ghana Health Services and the Minister for Health know that in Kolebu there is no bed because of 1, 2, 3, or we've closed a section of the emergency ward down to do maybe fumigation or something. So we are saying that there will be no admissions at the emergency
between this time and that time.
And this, like Electricity Corporation, if they'll
give you prior notice.
They give you prior notice, so that nobody even drives
to that facility. So it means even when they call you and you have to recommend, you wouldn't recommend a facility that you are sure there are no beds. 2,
we also say that within the big metropolis like Kumasi, Accra, and this, because we have multiple hospitals, including private and then government and quasi-government hospitals, there should be a network, a collaborative emergency network, so that they all know the telephone numbers. There should be even a system that the National Ambulance Service will even, with a click on a knob of their computer, will know that Rich Hospital Emergency has about 5 or 3 free beds available. This can be done, making good use of information communication technology. Because if you do this thing digitally, then there's no problem going to look on the paper and making sure so that every hour
it's updated.
The bed situation is updated. It's like you go to a car park. No car park, you know the number of free car parks available.
At every given time.
At every given time. This one can do it every hour. Luckily, when this thing happened, there are a lot of people who are calling me and everything. They are young Ghanaian
who want to come on board.
There's somebody who is doing a PhD in Canada. He just called me and said that I've been looking for your number, and today I'm happy that somebody gave you your number. I have an app which is part of his research that he's doing, and he's going to send it to me so that we pilot it in one of the hospitals. I say, come, we will pilot that in maybe a Rich Hospital. So if you do that, then you don't have a problem solved. Problem solved. And then there should be also supportive supervision also to the small areas. I've always been saying, and I believe that the number of doctors that you have in this country, about 48% of them are in Greater Accra alone.
I see.
So the rest of the country is sharing 52%. Even in Greater Accra, it's in one hospital. So we should also have a situation where the consultant and the specialist, most of the consultant and specialists are in the teaching hospitals, will not be consultant in one hospital. So they also be consultant in maybe Dodowa Hospital. So that one day in a week or so,
he can be in Dodowa to cut down the traffic.
When the help needs, they need his help, they call. And then he can give supportive supervision.
Okay.
They can go there. It's better even for the person to drive there to go and see the patient than the patient walking around all over the place. When you do that, we decongest Kolebu. When you do that, we decongest Konfanoche. When you do that, we decongest all the teaching hospitals.
That's true.
Because if you go to UK, for example, nobody is a consultant in only one place.
Yeah.
It's a consultant means a consultant.
You can go from one facility to another.
A senior specialist reproduces him or herself. So it should be today he's here maybe from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Within from 2 o'clock to 6 p.m.
He's on another facility, another area.
It's the University of Ghana Medical Center. So he's working both in Kolebu and University of Ghana Medical Center. What it means is that the person receives salary from both sides.
I see. And that will not be amounting to double salary like other people are going to say.
I don't believe, you see, that in our practice.
Yeah.
If you want to work maybe for 12 hours a day, you should be able to do it and be remunerated. That's what I believe in.
But is that what happens? Is that
That's what is happening?
Okay.
What is happening now is that maybe there are about 10 doctors in one hospital, a polyclinic or something of the sort, in Accra. The people work number of hours, and they have time to go and do their private practice or anything of the sort. And there's one man station in one of the districts. They are the same rank, medical officer. At the end of the month, the one who works 24 hours, 7 days a week throughout the year, sometimes you don't even take their leave, because if you take leave, who will be working for you? I have done that type of work before when I was in the district. Okay. But you receive the same salary as somebody
who is doing all
these things and getting extra money and then driving on asphalt.
I think it rather encourages them to spread their wings, and so everybody can have a bit of them.
That is what the next step that Ghana Health Service Council have taken. Okay. And we will move into that.
Great. Doc, you're back into the Ghana Health Service issue, but we have topics like this NAPCO thing conflicting with some of the nurses posting and why they are reluctant to join because of they think NAPCO's package is far lesser than what they expect or what they want. We have also the behavior of some nurses and some hospital workers, and what you want to do about that, or what you hope to achieve within this time you've been in office.
You see,
which mean the chief Akrafra, because I can't be phone lines.
The American say NAPCO a wonderful idea. Oko abrochire baby you will be a friend of paid internship. Obo class or internship be ntua. You go we school or your national service we na okotena fie. Unyanya adwuma obi say inse so betena fie no bra na be ye adwuma no. Adwuma na wosanka wo ye ebi ya ma financial clearance eno na akoye. Na me kura de mesa ma o sika ka ho asebe ya won oba adwuma na won kɔ ebia obusuafo anase o parents won kɔ ena o ma fix say ebeye be 800 say 700 na 800 Ghana cedis a month. Adwuma abaye no adwuma wo ye na o de nya experience. Ewiase o ko adwuma ba bia obi o pa o person
work experience.
What's a work experience? Ibusa work experience so national service. We in fact in US we a doctor na say we nurse na ko adwuma ho a wo twere o CV a wo ja gap e CV no ma umbusa ho question. You have to explain because the entire wo ja gap no be about 1 year. Once be 2 years. Time I be fa better as director general no. Then call for bi ho mo we especially degree nurses in private nurses or we school. 2014 ye fa obi that 2012. Enti be 2 years onye adwuma da. Nya mencha de last year if nipa be 17,000. Enti we de aban se omma montena fie. Enti we nurse ye ne umkokasa akra ma omo de certificate nurse for kan ho. Because first we na NAPCO no a enka ye also the national service membership. Ma me ka kire say majority of nurses na omo fie no ɛyɛ wɔn yɛ certificate course ti mi pa yɛwura vice president kyerɛ sɛ ɔnfa wɔn nka ho ɛna wɔn de ka ho de bɛhu sɛ wɔn atwerɛ national service number or pin number bɛyɛ woyɛ yɛ de financial clearance no kɔ enya maae financial clearance is government so hwɛ ne budget mu ne bibia enti from 1st August no the financial clearance no eba even by 31st August we just shift you from NAPCO to the normal this thing lose bibia we show uniform no akoye adwuma ene bibia na ye de foforo abehim se be ya wontena fie
Doctor Chichimu Yamede but me first over sakare because me ni abayo bi okumase I think her name was Nana she had this problem and I'm glad you're explaining it eti who on NAPCO ni mo a wo clearance ni ba eno an say ye pejao efi NAPCO de wako
because
financial clearance aba na NAPCO afa nkrofo foforo
no afa nkrofo me de kra no say chichiro NAPCO no so enye compulsory eye voluntary
hey volu complete volu
enti eye opa na wo ye but the me nwanwa ene say o association aba say ye ma obi a me join NAPCO
edi entia wo fit say nkofo bi church
if it's a politics na de me ka kire awofo ne say oba ne tifie watena fie be afi anase bosumi nsia otifie no enye association no ene brain sika ede to aduane di enye association mpanimfo no ene ka say oh ye ma obeya ko ye adwuma no nya experience na de wo mu krasa ma men ka say min kire wo mu amwo ofie no most of them ye adwuma o private hospitals ne ma wo de ye from say wo ko private hospital obi ko ye degree nurse no sika say de ma no ebi tua 400 ebi tua 500 Ghana cedis enti ye ma even 700 Ghana cedis a enchen the original private ebi so efaso tifi go private na
yes in kra
enti eye experience who gain skills any experience oba NAPCO no mu a ye sama osika oba ye adwuma hospital as a nurse en se bi obi nso oba ye te say zoom nurses and be the nurses we have complete nurse a we ye adwuma ye can working experience that period na ye so ye 6 months so ye 1 year so ye 3 months e ka ho enti de meka kire me manom ne me nananom a omo awie school ne say me de me ho dwire me ye koto NAPCO fo ndi nkomo ananke onipa ye befa wo mu in fact de meka kire ne say omo he NAPCO na se no omo ba me office ye no ma transfer me never his excellency the vice president and nkofo nyina transfer aye ye wo hihie nyina we answered all these questions ya frɛ union for no and omo transfer for 2 hours omo antiase ene so voluntary enti o pese wo transfer na wo twen financial clearance na wo nya adwuma yate but NAPCO no de me as a director general of Ghana Health pese me bitimi ye na ma yenya nurses ne doctors ne nkofo nyina akọ the various places I bitimi ya spread the scarce resources I fair no health staff no NAPCO for no interviews no mo ye no district base enti adwempo a wo ye tiri mu say pese ye redistribution of scarce health resources no scarce doctors any nurses any pharmacists no in this country no a wo nyina me gu baby ba akọ no afi financial clearance ba sa na ebe ye no ye de bi ma yen Ghana Health Service for ye de ma yen a Ghana Health Service Council say yen chiche yen gaps na world agency ni
na mo fan feel
ti bi a Greater Accra ehia nipa be tempe Upper West ehia nurses na midwives be nipa be 500 Northern region ehia be 400 upper East ehia be 300 Ashanti region ehia 100 enti ya kase ya advertise nipa do say ti wo a wonya odin of financial clearance ni bia no ye wo places see we how enti na what ene 16th of July e compare 20th of July no ye interviews enti ko e name mienu the fear of the unknown be feel e bia otua de won kan won call e yikura untu kwan call even track intampoda ba obako bia wa akohwe se o sa na wa se hakura no enkofu pi wo ha mo ye adwuma e ho ye nice town uye kura na wa ye interview na wie no doctor Yaka kire se region ye kwakọbọ mo ye interview no na region aka kire se o ye do code na adoli no utimi ka kire se because interview also busa question Say me pese maybe I'm dem come say me kohwe.
Na me hwe say
accommodation e bi o win oba ya na wafa nema na okọ. Mini nipa okọ Tamale 1984 doctor. He say okọ retirement o da ho Tamale ho.
Waka ho. Gana baby be wo ha e dey say akra.
Oh here he say yen tran your office bi me tran my office. Na me sign. Akwasiam man sankwa we nkwa in the long run no. Question dey be mbusa am ho say how many doctors have been posted to, for example, Upper West, and how many are there? How many went to Upper West? But saying all these things, you know, it goes with incentives. We are now working on, we are creating what you call rural incentives, or not even rural, because if you say rural, there are rural areas even
within Accra.
But what you call the underserved, the hard-to-reach areas incentive, so that when somebody is there, we will give authority to the hospital because they are working and creating money for themselves. Or we talk to finance, that so that it becomes sustainable. That we want
to give them a little bit extra.
Yes, a percentage of their salary to be added so that it will be more than somebody who is staying.
So more or less a motivation.
A motivation for the person to move there. We have also gone into, we've signed an MOU, maybe you saw it recently, or somewhere with some private organization and also with State Housing Corporation to provide accommodation at hospital lands which are not incumbent, so that we go to any of the hospitals. In fact, we are starting with all the new hospitals being built. There are some few accommodation, maybe 24, but we want to increase the accommodation maybe to about 200, so that the critical staff, somebody who is coming from outside, will get a place to stay. When a young person is taking up a job in health, what he needs, one, is that he has a place that he can lay the head. Two, maybe the person is not yet married, so he's not too much worried about the family education. That when he comes there, he is going. Somebody say the beauty and the happiness.
Yeah, the fun about the area.
About Accra.
Yeah.
So he's leaving Accra and going to this area. So he has to be giving some push.
Yes.
And the push is the incentive.
Okay. Something that will not make him miss much. Yeah.
And there's something. In those areas, I was in Tamale for 5.5 years. You don't move your vehicle. You don't, when you buy fuel and put in your car,
it's just a working distance.
It's a working distance. If you're staying in the hospital, sometimes some people will not even move out of the place.
Yeah.
You see,
so it saves money.
I look at what the Catholic hospitals and the church institutions, especially Catholic hospitals. I work in a Catholic hospital for about 9 years as a young doctor. They were giving us something small, not much. So you see people working at a place like Agurisum. Not that because he wants to work in Agurisum, because he knows
he makes a little bit extra.
He makes a little extra more than the person who is in Accra and Kumasi. And two, he doesn't have to sit in his car and move up and down.
Up and down. I think it's less stressful living outside Accra.
You are in the same place.
Yes.
And he doesn't even move the vehicle.
And living standards are obviously lower.
And then the same way, we are also telling anywhere I go, any region, any district I go, I meet the regional minister, and what I tell the regional minister that you want people to come and work in this region, attract them.
Make it attractive for them.
Make it attractive. When the people come, if you have some bungalow, you have to renovate quickly. Renovate and give them. The MCs and DCs attract people. They make them happy. When they come and work with you, even when there's any function,
make them feel at home.
The people will be invited to come and sit down with you. And they will give your people quality care. By saying all these things, we also have to support our people who go there. Yeah. Because any young person, for example, doctor or nurse or pharmacist, when he goes to any place, what he wants to do is that the place has the environment is so conducive. He has accommodation. Two, he has the things that he has to work with. Yeah. All the equipment.
Yeah, the needed.
Yeah. And then three, he has a peace of mind to do the work and gain experience. The experience is at those places. It's key. If you work in Kolibu, for example,
you'll be competing for the experience.
About 3 layers of people.
Yeah.
Before you can even get chance to do something. Operation. I learned all my surgery when I was in the district.
I see.
By the time I went for my postgraduate in surgery in Germany, they were shocked the sort of things I can do.
Because you've learned on the ground.
I've learned on the ground.
On the field.
I have learned what a doctor is supposed to do, and I was so confident in myself that I was rubbing shoulders
with people, yes,
of the Germans.
Wow. Well, we're talking to Dr. Anthony Nsiah-Asare. He's the Director General for Ghana Health Service. He's answering all, if not all, I mean most of the 90% of the questions that is coming from nurses, posting, allowances, NAPCO merging with nurses conflict with NAPCO, and all that. Nurses' behavior, hospital workers' behaviors in the hospitals, more treating patients, some taking motivation before working and all that. He's trying his best within this short time to just give us the best of answers that we will need. We'll be going on to some other topics, ambulance situation in Ghana, and also some of the nurses posting, those who've been home for a very long time, and the situation with NAPCO right now, the updates, whether they've agreed to come on board or is still the same. You can join us about now on 0240-550-899, 0240-550-899. When you call, please turn down the volume on your TV set, and be reminded that we're streaming the show live on our Facebook wall at Net2TVGH. It is our person who Juma, who person who Jum, who person who baby out the minstro, file phone, Net2TVGH, Facebook. Na any entwaso me late we late yeso eno de ye mfoaso wa ha ye pese wo hweso no so ye pese wo san kwa adwuma na Ghana ye. I think we have our first caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Abedi.
Yes.
Abedi, good morning.
Good morning.
Ibrahim ni o kan off.
Ibrahim.
Abedi.
Yes, sir.
You say what campaign in July so I
some me can say 12 betwa afi you register bi
Amba. Andy Kano Mamintia, your papa, Excellency Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. And Vice President Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Na Mintia delegate Omo Ghana ni na inka ni chairman se Ochia Ubia, chairman se na ni Sira Ubia. Na maybe I did was say Ubia o ma doctor no so. So, you doctor with the two up one would say nurses no nurses may be your passion. Ubi or ate jumano and ye do person ye. It can say to you want to know ye. Because some of the hospitals now and they are necessary patient in the actually put patients in the mura, what are patients in the we're not the crowd who are there and they are I want to come back. But we call Kolebu emergency we want no. Abedi, we Eddie Safwa Ebo Menichi. Now Doctor do on we finished. The guy was so passionate. Oh, you're so passionate. If he is wrong, certain on passion. Maybe I didn't go be a way to Mamo. I know that that's if you are more money to do more passion, more money, again motivation as a white wash nipa. Motivation is any part of life now. I didn't
that's it. Doc, in some okay, I know the officer nipa ni passion. They are more motivating, but they didn't work out.
And I say, a Jumana ye no apomudeno. I say so for Juma. Both profession and vocation.
Yeah.
Inti uni tima na oni say odo a fem ya be problem.
True.
Maybe I me kan kire obi an say o pese wo ye doctor na say nurse papa. O say wo de nipa ko na oba hospital no. O de no wo ye say wo hospital. Wo de ho to no. Say what you do for the patient no. Okay, if you can do it for yourself, then that's the case. But you can say it could be a mensa wo.
True.
But the you say you set your quality assurance team. The continuous quality improvement. Sa motivation nema nema. Oko hospital e say ye call center bi wo ha. Obi abetimi afre. Ye pese nurse for ne doctor for no obi so the name tag e bonombo.
Yes.
The na ke say
nipa na ye bibia nya.
Nipa na ya ni dini.
Na
waka kire. Yes, you discipline code ebetimi ne obi afemu. Enti ye chekire ye ma o mo chekire no a se be ya
you better cut it down. It's true. Yeah, to me, you know, cry, but I quite a pum de some dear. Ebi ana mensa kakra bi a wo kwa no bi ahwere ne nkwa. Ebi so na breadwinner. Nti ebe ba hon man answer phone calls na. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Mpato, Afi from Asiama.
Mpato dini biom. Afi. Okay, Afi.
Mpato be Miss Asati Asiama. Because 3 years ago me the medical omo e tell my friend say obo na ko to clinic do Asiama. If you call an condition, then if you might look at an general hospital. Therefore, I'm wondering, I'm not say, bed be and doctor come move a fella. If you call and then you show me, the one, no, see, brand new idea. She's so lucky for me, my sister, but who see a jewel, and I'm trying to go to an occasion, say, na Abba. If you are next to me, John occasion, or maybe, Dr. Sammy.
Oh, I feel.
Oh, yeah, me, it's a family. It's all on the G, and I say, I can't happen in this city home. I'm so the more than feeling, it's uncoffee. It is a program and I'm need doctor today. Yes, I can't say, come not on by a son. You know, anything.
Yo, I feel.
You want me to do a message, no doctors, no Jamudia or my man.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yet to me, the doc, Aban, now also wait to me account with their channel. Doc, you per se a boy ambulance situation, no, so total. Now, yes, necessary allowance restoration, Abano. Sir, and no port should be enough attraction for the service. I'm with me answer your call, Nami Mount Trout. So, hello, good morning.
I mean,
can't Koso.
The battle, the correct, Maminica and Claire no answer.
Koso, Koso, Cantona.
The battle, why no, or your comfort, then the question to the men's camp, the government, it do say, so see that the beside say, the battle, who knows, then they make to make a friend. O catch a couple of man say, sit down for catch a couple of man sit down say, come and cap. When the word cap, stop, or can start sit down and say, I can't just one only the hour, I can't do it.
Mate,
or another job, I think you cap. You. Let us say, oh, you come for one or you come for
I'm a Ghana man, it's yes, I'm good there.
Look, and give it my head. My friend, who the experience now, the Canadian, with the papa. MP 20 minutes simple funny really you get me up Ghana.
Yo, Koso.
Now send what they on about. Then come the second issue. Last one fair doctor no. Many days me come here, me come phone and me will send me question back answer.
Koso.
People don't believe for fire confirm no. No think what the health cost be about. That's a boy. For ambulance no na ama. You say my baby, na baby me say. Go get the ma.
Yo.
Me pato me back no. I thought to me no so. Nurses, you know, I'm a former. How many jobs? Miss Slow, none of you not done one from I'm going to go. How many years for? How many days? I'm a poor man would be our young bad doctor who been out. Then you're a little bit near now, says the forbidden order. Or the tobacco donor, or the doctor, not sending the after you. Sir, come on, say, yeah, more to cut a crap. That's in a question. And here, this is one. Doctor, so. Ejima na omo ya na omo fa MPD fo mapa o make me aboa ma ejima omo ya na dimu e MPD fo be top charge ejima no ama ejima na omo ya ni na be fai yo o ye do bi ba o so ye fe ni ho NDC no amu ipakuro
de be da so
omo pa bani fo it be pato ka se doctor so me da na se pa na mi sha me na ejima o ye no o ye no mo hu da we be nyankopon na ama o ma je o me de ejima no na nyankopon
Yabeda Cantona. Me sure say man who can beka sa ma show ye de awie. Doc, Mr. Cantona so na all kind of passion but ni all can say mumma MPP for do na engine mu na adwuma ye tumi ba ne sa de.
Oh, adwuma ne de ye
de obia.
Ohia obia. Ehia nipa na pi enti
na so obi ka kire patient say mu na mo say mo pe aban foforo. Enti tena ho anada ho no we gya wo kwa. Patient are already who pay one thing I will question the name tag now watro and now who call day.
And I can say Obi ba hospital unkura party card.
Hey true.
The Oba say your friend akosia mansa. And I make adwuma no a profession is a vocation. Enti o ye adwuma na yemfa politics nko. And o ye adwuma no so a na unni tema. Yes adwuma na o ye no.
You're in the wrong field.
Who am I catch you say baby I want on now so I was a cotonia ojo. But you go so your church room. But the idea woman say yeah the call call center and beba. Apomuden se bia obi ye obi bi na nya oda ye woni ma me ensan wotimi ye. Ba ko wotimi ka kire ye wo display code e do be fam. Ghana Health Service display code. Ye to so mienu Utimi ebo sa professional body, your regulated bodies, doctor for medical data cancer, nurse for midwifery cancer, pharmacy for pharmacy cancer, more lab or allied health. Utimi call. The year say will be a cool school. Neaman certificate, so when your doctor and nurse and pharmacist and I say laboratory. Now, I would draw and I say suspending the licenses, will be in Hopesa. To ubit me a report, so I'm a woman. And they toss me and so a criminal, so ultimate police. It in Kofunim. Then I'm saying, a catcher will be a say, Ubi Dimbon boa, now all your money, now or say for motivation back. And so I shall walk, and Yamara. But more than a catcher, it be family council. Say, and now say motivation into no one show, maybe be a ultimate report to Emma regulatory body, no, because your ethics. They say, lawyer for ethics, no. Yet, the unqualified lawyer, because there, no. We are Bonibia eating many passion until we are bounded by our ethical code. We are also bounded by the code of conduct for this of our Ghana Health Service disciplinary code, and then we are also watched and bounded by the laws of this country.
Now, Doc, you better say how soon is this call center thing coming into? My main picking phone calls now. If you answer that question in my hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
The patrol didn't be free.
Boss, give me the Facebook commercial.
So now are they? We are France supporter now.
And I'm
not Sakakra. Do you
really am the chair. So copy and I could part some stuff. Yeah,
Nigel. So, yeah, money.
I am not going to come on some car. Most of them want one and I'm from Tabor.
You, you're sir.
Doctor, and so I can't do it. You can't see a car, a boat in the brew, because many women from there. A 3 million on the beer. We don't want to ask you, my cat has been natural. When I book a cat, or book I am in the because what the milk will be done. If you almost need the one family, you said that I will never cut some of the of the mind. Now, the person you end this first of all, I'm saying, also to the bed in the because around there, and this deputy minister, Nayeri, all Palibu, or no other bench is in the US. If you are betting 8 years, maybe I don't know my family. Regional hospitals are, from a political for you to Castle, the Castle and Regional Hospitals in Milano. So it's why I can buy, so it's to buy, and I'm not going to me. So I'm not to ask you to come Syria. You are now telling me Casaka. So I'm not to ask you to come Syria. I can scan the country at the bank, and the bottom tell the bed is hospitals.
You.
What I said, it's someone who does this for me. Search no dealing with somewhere demonstration. And just a journey useless. I'm you want this media, one of the First, I my Ghana, you tell me.
You say,
it's somewhere I am about the Sugar. As I said, you're both to move because I'm not on the canal. You just won't be any so. You do it. That's it. That's it. Yes, I will be doing the year. We want to glass of the Kalaba. One of the Korea Biaquan. Open the Kakaoma because on you need to be any more Kakam to be. I'm not going to food now. You. If you have to be beside us, I know every moment actually. You ever do? I
just yeah, that's a Joe. Yeah, that's it. Doc, yeah, funny need to wrap it up.
Yeah, first, maybe quickly, I'll talk about the ambulance.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, yesterday, I got to know yesterday, you see, the ambulance service started in 2004.
Okay.
The last batch of ambulance came in 2008. Since 2008, so far as some of us know, no ambulance has been brought into the country. Somebody will tell you that some 30 ambulances came. But they were not ambulance, they were just
empty vans.
Empty cargo.
Yeah, cargo. That's the right word.
Because there's specification. When you are buying anything, there's specification. So we cannot use an empty van as an ambulance. That's the first thing. The second point is that I believe that the ambulance system should be revamped. We should government should put in more money for the ambulance. I'm happy that 275 ambulances are coming. So now that we have been talking about emergency care and everything, I'm sure it has come to a very high priority. That we get a 275 ambulance, so that at least every constituency will have one ambulance station there. And then we have to connect the ambulances to the emergency centers in all the country. We should have a regional and national centers where they can also collaborate, and then they share ideas and share number of beds. And as I said, my vision is that we use information communication strategies to leverage on our emergency care. Health is doing quite well, especially in terms of prevention, promotion, and health management in the hospitals. What we are not doing very well in this country is emergency care. And what has happened has made it possible for us to now put it as a priority number one in this country. And we'll talk about it and we'll strengthen it. Once strengthen emergency care, we have to also look at the bed management systems. If you have beds in the emergency and you keep patients there for a long time, they are not emergency beds. So we have to manage our emergency in such a way that we give targets that you don't have to let a patient lie down there for more than 24, 48 hours. We should also have a way of making sure that emergencies are taken care of, which means that most Ghanaians should join the National Health Insurance Scheme, so that if health insurance scheme cannot take care of anything, at least you take care of emergency services. Because emergency doesn't know anybody, doesn't know whether you're a politician or you are middle class or you are high class in the country. When it comes, it comes. Okay. And then I would say that we want to make sure that we have emergency systems from the lowest and barest level of healthcare, that is the CHIP centers, up to teaching hospitals. Everybody will have an emergency center which is well equipped with logistics, well equipped with human resources. So we have to train our people, doctors, nurses, and everybody.
How to handle emergency cases.
At least all nurses should have basic life support systems. All doctors should also, at least every 2 years, will have to also go through acute cardiac life support systems and the acute trauma life support. And if you do that, then anywhere you go, emergencies will be done as we do emergencies anywhere. Once we improve on our emergency systems, once you improve on the training of our staff, once you improve on their attitude, which we are doing through continuous quality improvement systems, and we set up quality assurance systems in all our health institutions. And as I said, the call center will be open, and anybody who has any problem
can call in.
I'm sending letters around to all the institutions that everybody should have a name tag, so that because of Mensa, that's why we give names. Tifibia Mensa. Sir, no, you better apply disciplinary course. You better apply
all the law and the legal ethics.
And I think nobody in this country will be driven away from any hospital because there's no beds.
Thank you very much.
No bed syndrome
will end.
As I'm concerned, it's ended.
It's ended.
It ended with the unfortunate demise of the 70-year-old
man.
Which that day the systems of emergency care failed. And never again will it happen in this country.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Anthony Nsiah-Asare has accepted that emergency systems failed in Ghana, resulting in a life lost for the old man, and so therefore emergency system situations are being revamped, and now no bed syndrome is ending. This is The Dialogue. My name is Abidini. We thank you all for making time with us, and we'll come your way same time tomorrow. God bless you, and God bless Ghana.
Yeah, my baba sisi travel and talk.